Angry Guy here. Today we're discussing how a new game called Mighty Doom preys upon isolated young men. Like, share, and subscribe for more great Angry Guy content, and turn on notifications to never miss another Angry Guy video ever again. I'm not going to do the other spiel because I don't feel like it. I'm going to make this video very short and sweet. A game called Mighty Doom has recently come out. It's on mobile, it's on Android, it's on iOS, and it's basically one of those free-to-play games. But if you know how free-to-play wins, it's free to play, but it's not actually free because you're going to end up paying money if you actually want to beat the game. We're going to jump over here, and this is basically showing you some of the game from IGN. I'm not going to play the audio because I don't want to get a strike. And IGN, who knows, they could possibly be jerks. But you can get an idea of what the game actually looks like. You can see that it's a mobile iOS game. And, you know, you've got all these, you basically have the Doom Slayer, and he's jumping around and he's shooting shit and, you know, and blowing shit up. And you've got access to all these different weapons and all this other stuff. But here's the thing, this is actual, you're going to actually have to pay money if you want to beat this game. You're paying for things like evidently weapons, or like, look at this bundle, Earth Supply drop $1.99 and all this other shit. The game starts off simple enough where you're able to get through most of the levels on your own just fine, but then later on in the game it becomes much more difficult, and you're encouraged to shell out money to get access to these weapons and to these other items that will make it easier or make it actually possible for you to complete the game. I've experienced this before, but this is really terrible. These games are worse than gambling. And I actually left a comment on this video. It's actually gotten a couple of likes so far. Basically what I said is that this game is worse than gambling because when you win, you lose. Trading money for a quick dopamine rush. This game is designed to prey upon vulnerable and often isolated young men, and of course there are going to be the dopamine junkies. One idiot said it's all free, and he doesn't seem to understand the concept of free to play. It's free to play but not free to win. Okay. And this other guy says, looks like someone can't get past a certain level in the game. These are the types of people that jump into these games like challenge accepted, and then, like, you know, they spend all their lunch money, but they don't give a shit because it's not like they have girlfriends anyway. But then finally, one person with some realism says, Sir Real says, remember that with gambling, you have a chance to win your money back. And that's exactly it. You have no chance to win your money back. Your money goes into this game and it's gone. And it's absolutely miserable. This is a terrible system. And you know, what ends up happening right now is you have to remember that 30% of young men are not having sex. 30% of young men, 30% of men between the ages of 25 and 44 are not having sex. You have to remember that millions of men have also dropped out of society and are no longer working. They're spending 6 to 7 hours a day literally just watching television and playing video games. All right. 45% of all women between the ages of 25 and 44 will be single in come 2030. So almost half of all women will be single and childless. So what's happening here is you have young men that have disposable income, that are isolated, that don't have friendship circles, that are not getting married, not having children. And these developers know about this. They're well aware of this. So what they're doing is they are preying upon these young men. They're trying to take whatever income they have, they get them invested into these games using IPs that they love, and then they rob them blind. So like a game like this that would, you know, they don't want to make $29 off this game. They don't want to make $30 off this game. They want from the average person who plays this game, they would like to make hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. They want to get out as much money as possible. The same thing happened with Pokemon Go. There are a lot of people, and people don't even realize this. Pokemon Go is a great game, but the problem is that, you know, when you run out of Pokeballs, you run out of Pokeballs, and when you need Pokeballs, you're going to have to use cash, and that's one of the most fucked up things about the game. You know, you wonder how do they make money? That's how they make money, by forcing you to put money into their ecosystem that never comes back out. You know, and it's really terrible. You know, this is the definition of predatory. Okay, these games are designed to go after isolated young men to rob them of their income and then to give them a quick dopamine rush and to get them addicted to the style of gameplay. I mean, what do you guys think about this? Do you guys agree that Might Doom preys upon isolated young men? Is this going to be a game that you even pick up? I don't know what IGN actually rated it, but it doesn't really matter to me. Because I think that this game's a piece of shit. I think that it's terrible that it's even out there. Okay, and there's the rating. There's the rating. IGN did give it a rating. Uh, I'm trying to like pull it up for you guys. Mediocre. Oh well, let's see. Is it a 5? Yeah, they gave it a rating of a 5. I thought it was a 4. They gave it a rating of a 5. They basically said this game is mediocre, and I mean there you have it. Reviewed on iPhone, also available on Android. I mean, so usually you get the best experience on iPhone, and it's a piece of crap. It's a real piece of crap. It's only designed to rob young men of their money, to steal from them. This is so sad. This one person said this could have been amazing if it was like the Gungeon instead of a mobile cash grab. Imagine spending one Shin biceps. Imagine spending $100 on mobile transactions when a full console version of a Doom game is $60 to $70, and you can also beat it. Yeah, it's ridiculous, and you know that you're gonna have a phone in your pocket wherever you go. So what they're doing is that they're relying upon the anxiety of young men, misery, their pain, their suffering, their struggles, Again, this guy says looks like one big microtransaction, and that's all you're going to do. That's all you're going to be doing is just repackaging older games as well. Do shit like this. I don't know. I don't know. It's just terrible. It's just absolutely terrible, absolutely terrible. And of course, there are people out here who do support this kind of game because they're drug addicts. These people are drug addicts. They want their fucking dopamine rush. They don't give a shit how. They want their dopamine rush, and they're more than happy to shell out $20,000 on something like this because again, they have nothing else going on in life. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments. I want to know if you guys agree that Mighty Doom, that's what it's called. I called it Mighty Doom. Mighty Doom is a game that preys upon isolated young men. It is dangerous. It is something that we should be watching out for, and we should not be promoting in society. It's like that predatory girlfriend who you try to break up with, but she just keeps on coming back, and and you have to go and get a restraining order, but then she says that you're the one who's actually dangerous, and then they slap you with a restraining order, and then she's calling you and texting you, and you don't know what to do, and now you're feeling really alone. So you start playing these types of mobile free-to-play games because you've got nothing else to do, and you get hooked onto them, and now you're losing money, and on top of it, that restraining order is making your life a living hell when you're the victim. But that's a whole other story. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. If you agree that Mighty Doom is a game that preys upon isolated young men, you can barely even call it a game. It's a cash grab. It's one big microtransaction. Let me know what you think in the comments. And guys, turn on notifications if you want to get these videos, or you want to find out when these videos come out, and also hit the subscribe button because a lot of you bastards aren't subscribed, and it just stresses me out because you come here and you watch my videos for fucking free, and then you don't subscribe to me. Who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think you are watching my videos and not subscribing to my channel? All right. If I could take it away from you guys, if I could prevent you from watching my channel without subscribing, I would, but I can't. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't work that way, but you guys are motherfuckers, all right? You either subscribe or get the fuck out of here. You hear me? You either subscribe or get the fuck out of here, you crooks. Motherfuckers. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers. I can't believe some of you fuckboys.